Right guys, today we're going to talk about 10 fragrances that are super high in longevity, projection, really something that you're going to enjoy to be enveloped in during winter. This is Clémence, I talk about fragrance, welcome back. This video is in collaboration with Jeroboam, so we're going to talk about other brands, but the first brand I wanted to talk about is a fragrance that is really dear in my heart. It used to be exclusive in Harrods and now it's available everywhere. Your own. For this operation, I've got an exclusive promo code that is Clémence 10. You have 10% off on Your Own Nest, the fragrance I'm going to present to you just now. And this is available on the new website jeroboamparis.com, only available for just a month. I've been talking about it, I think last year when it was launched in Harrods, a classic oud, a must-have in a collection. If you want to go for something big and strong, that's definitely the one you should go for. This has been created by Vanina Muracciole. She's the perfumer that did my signature scent, by the way, that is from the same brand, Jeroboam Gozo. So I've talked a lot about the brand in general and actually did like a full video on the Jeroboam range, so you can go in the description to check it. This has been created by François Hénin, that is also the director of Jovoy. It's really like an artistic project, passion projects, Jeroboam from the perfumer and François Hénin. The whole goal is to create like something that is also timeless but speaks to everyone. Jeroboam is in the language that is called Esperanto, and it was a language that was designed to be universal to everyone. Obviously it didn't happen. I don't know if you know what means Jeroboam, but basically it's like a very big bottle, like I think it's a 3 liters bottle of like champagne, so you say that for champagne and stuff like this, but here Jeroboam are retailing 30 milliliters. At the beginning it started like that and now you have 100 milliliters, but really the feeling there, what to showcase the contrast, that you're gonna get big, bold and strong. They are extract of fragrance, but what I like is that they're not strong just to be strong, you know, you have like a huge intensity, a huge boldness in the fragrance, but it's never tacky. You know, like it's never full of synthetic and like very shouting, you know. There's always a delicacy in the fragrance that I absolutely personally really love. Look at this. Oh, I love that. Anyway, so that's the big boy here. It's a woodsy aromatic oud, and I say aromatic, actually I was really surprised. I mean, it's a whole category of oud. Usually it's like, oh, you get like something like warm, animalic, super intense, or you can get the cold I would say oud, and here like it's more like an aromatic fresh oud, I would say, but it's super intense. And as far as I know, all the idea behind Your Own Nest was around the mangrove wood called Buaya Maru wood, which is very difficult to say, but basically that's the ingredient that really gives the whole longevity and projection and the depth in the fragrance. The animalic vibe is not really there. Like to me, like it feels really pleasant. I cannot really feel like something that is too harsh, which is fair enough for me because when I wear oud, I don't really like to smell like a horse personally, but it really depends what you like. The bergamot that is quite strong. You have really like a contrast with like citrus, super fresh, and a lot of ambers and oud, and also I think it's very resinous to me. It's LME mainly, but it feels really resinous, you know, like balsamic, like, you know, this wax. You can really smell it. It gives a lot of mystery, and personally I smell more leather than anything animalic. A lot of saffron. So, you know, saffron, it's really like something that gives like a boost of something very luxurious in the fragrance. Like to me, when I smell like a oud and saffron, I'm like, okay, that's a classic in a collection, that's a must-have. You know, I have like a fragrance like this, and I feel like with this one, it really gives you the all-time, very luxurious, very bougie oud kind of fragrance. The fragrance that I love the most always have a bit of balance between freshies and something very dark, so I think that is an amazing choice for winter. It's super warm, obviously. Very sexy in my opinion. For a month, I do have on this fragrance exclusively a discount code that is Clémence 10. You get 10% off. It's only available for a month. So voila, if you want to give yourself a little treat or offer to someone a treat for Christmas, I think that could be amazing. Also, you can't really go wrong. It's a must-have oud, I'm telling you. That is the first that came in my mind, that is Adamo Numero 5. I absolutely loved that for Christmas holidays last year, or festive holidays, you know, because it's a leather fragrance, a bit of oudy vibe as well, but it smells like dark chocolate. It's super sophisticated, very leathery. The dark chocolate is intense, it's dark, it's very serious, you know. If you could give a personality to that fragrance, it's like bold and dark, you know, charismatic, but without speaking too much, but it doesn't feel gourmand. It's very unisex to me, maybe like maybe more like a masculine audience, if I can say. Last year I was doing Christmas by my grandparents, by the fireplace, and I had this fragrance on, and the leather, warm tone, very sophisticated and serious, with the little pinch of dark chocolate was just perfect. Next one is, I needed a patchouli. I don't know how you can survive in winter without patchouli. Patchouli is like an ingredient that smells a bit like wet soil, but also with other composition, it can smell a bit like darker chocolate, you know, so it's a plant, but it does smell like that. Actually, you'd be surprised. When I smell the plant directly, I really smell that chocolatey vibe. Some smell like incense though, but in fragrance usually you can't smell the incense. Anyway, Studio 54 by Juicebox. This is a fragrance that has been done in collaboration with the perfume guy Sebastian. Heavy patchouli, like in the 70s, you know. It's an ingredient that was a lot used in the 70s, so it's gonna give you a retro feel, you know. But it's super thick, it's super oily, it's super rich. Studio 54, like honestly, if you're looking for a big time strong patchouli, that is the best one I've ever smelled, and I'm telling you, with psychedelic from Jovoy as well, but that one is actually, I think Sebastian really loves psychedelic as well. But anyway, I love Studio 54, and it's got a pina colada smell, a bit of tobacco, so it's not only like you're in a club and you're smoking a little cigar. I think this kind of fragrance that are so sticky and like very, very bold in terms of sillage, it's absolutely killing the game. Every time I spray that, I spray once or twice. I barely use my bottle, but I spray it quite often. Incredible. And Coty Ambre Antique, so that is totally limited edition. There's 1,905 bottles, because this fragrance was actually released the first time in Coty in 1950. How do you say it in English? 1905. The only way you could see that fragrance was in museum, you know, and I actually saw it in the International Museum in Grasse, and I was like, oh wow, you know, I would really like to smell that. Well, they did a reproduction of the smell, so obviously you can't use exactly the same ingredient, and there's one ingredient that is an accord that is called Ambrine S. It's basically an overdose of vanillin plus, you know, like some resins in there. An accord where they have exclusivity for life on. Anyway, so they recreated the scent, and they say that it smells exactly, despite the change, exactly like the original Ambre Antique. And for that, they sent me an original, little bit of drop of the original Ambre Antique, and that smells like this. Exactly the same. Warm amber vanilla, but you know, back in the day. So it's super aldéhydique, you know, fizzy like champagne, like, you know, you think of Jean Patou Joy, those things, Chanel No. 5, but the classic original, of course. You know, I love vintage, so for me, like, this is like, I don't know, like I feel super happy to have it, and that I'm lucky enough to smell it. I think there's some still available in Liberty, London, but I'm not too sure because it's going super fast. Atarantma Tonka Bala. It's a brand that takes inspiration from India. It's got something like very soothing, based on Ayurvedic. Each fragrance is supposed to bring you like an emotion. So I did like a video on that brand as well. Authentic Tonka scent, something bold and strong, but at the same time cozy and cocooning. And I think Tonka Bala is really giving that vibe. It has this addictive factor that you can only feel in Tonka. Next one is Oud Jaune Intense by Fragrance du Bois, and you might be surprised because Oud Jaune Intense for me always was like a bit of a summer fragrance, very bougie. It's maybe a bit overpriced, to be fair. All kind of fragrances are quite overpriced nowadays. The fact that some fragrance I think a bit overripe or a bit not really my vibe. There's some good staple and some favorite of mine in the collection. Oud Jaune Intense, Oud Bleu Intense, Oud Green Intense, Vert Intense. Absolutely love them. There's quite a lot actually that I would recommend still. So it's a oud, but it doesn't really feel too animalic as well, but you can clearly smell it. It's like quite bold and dark and woodsy, but it has really that yellow floral, thing. So you know, it feels a bit like a sun lotion but on steroids, you know. It's super thick, super yellow, super intense, you know. I think he appeals to a lot of women. I've seen a lot of women loving this scent. It's just because it feels really solar. I think, you know, it reminds you like beauty creams and stuff like this. Usually when you talk about big sillage, winter, you want to talk about warm amber scent. But you have to know that some musk fragrances are actually super strong. And my strongest personally in my collection, and this is something I've actually like talked so much about, but I absolutely love it. I'm taking it with me like to everywhere I go. This is Ella K musky fragrance. That smells quite cottony and cloudy, and it's got a sillage that smells really like baby powder to me. It's super strong. On me at least. I had some people saying to me that they find that it was not really lasting on them. Fair enough, you know, we don't have all the same skin chemistry and our nose react different, but I was surprised because like on me it's definitely my stronger musk. Oh my god, what a staple. I wear that on a daily basis when I want to feel clean, when I want to feel refreshed. I don't know what to wear, I'm wearing my Muskoka and it's so strong and I get always really nice compliments. Next, for the designer for men, I wanted to choose something that I really personally enjoyed this year, Boss the Scent Elixir. So I always supported Boss the Scent. I think it's a nice, I would say must-have kind of masculine fragrance, a bit wintry. It's an easygoing scent. The Elixir one though is to die for to me. It had a note of red chili pepper, pimento, like fiery. So you take all the ingredients of the previous one, which is ambery, and you put that fiery, super strong accord, spicy accord. It's stunning. Actually, Boss really impressed me. Since a few years, they're doing a really good job, and I heard a lot of people saying it as well. I think in terms of ingredients, like, you know, like from the bottle as well, they put like a bit of frankincense, a bit of olibanum as well, fragrance. I think they're trying to do something different, and that's really appreciated. So highly recommend that for your winter time. You won't regret it. It's such a staple. As for the woman in designer, I thought quite a lot about this, and I was like, okay, what's the fragrance I'm gonna wear the most during winter that has a really beast longevity and that is not shy and that is big, bold and strong? I think definitely Angel Phantasm, and not even the Angel Classic. I think just Angel Phantasm for me is the best release that Mugler did in a while. It's basically your classic Angel from the 90s, but you put a lot of coconut and maybe a bit more sweetness if that's possible. Angel is like the first gourmand ever released in modern perfumery in 1992. This very sweet cotton candy, patchouli chocolatey scent, and you really have that back in Angel Phantasm. I think they didn't do a good job with the previous flankers, but that one I think it was really good. And to finish, I wanted to talk about smaller budget, of course, because I want to give option to everyone in this video. And the first thing that came to my mind when I think about winter fragrance in a smaller budget, more affordable, I thought about L'Occitane en Provence and this Eau des Beaux. I think I advised that on my channel, like in my first ever videos on YouTube. I love this scent. It's still there and it's still going strong. It's still, I think, the most popular scent that you will find in L'Occitane en Provence. So you know they're doing like more like natural product, quite simple, I would say. It's masculine though, you need to know. But for women, you should try L'Eau des Lumières or the one that is with the cherry blossom. Oh my god, it's so nice. Anyway, so Eau des Beaux is like a warm and spicy, warm amber as well, but it has something a little bit special to it. Sorry, you might hear the washing machine, but guys, I think that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what are your winter bold and strong fragrance. I want to remind you as well that this video has been in collaboration with Jeroboam, that I supported me since so many years now, and Jovoy as well. So I really want to give them a huge thanks. And if you want to have yourself or gift to someone this absolute beauty, your ownness, you have my code Clémence10. Everything and all the details are in the description box, plus the website. You just have to click on. Hope you have a nice winter, but I will talk to you very soon actually, and yeah, bye now. Viens, je t'emmène dans mon paradis.
paradis bleu.